Mark my words, Labour will raise your taxes. It's in their DNA. Your work, your car, your pension.
Thank you. Okay,
you name it,
sorry,
Labour will tax it.
All of our plans are fully costed and fully funded. And that means no tax rises for working people.
We're not going to be raising tax on working people.
We will not raise taxes on working people.
We're not putting up taxes on working people.
The Labour government will not raise income tax, will not raise national insurance contributions and will not raise VAT.
We're not going to increase tax on working people, and that means
that Labour will not be putting up taxes on working people.
But no, we don't think that we should be raising taxes on working people.
There'll be no additional taxes on households under a Labour government.
let me be absolutely clear, we will not raise tax for working people.
We will not raise taxes on working people.
We have said we're not raising taxes on working people.
And we're not going to be increasing taxes on working people.
We will not be increasing taxes on working people.
That is a commitment not to increase taxes on working people.
I don't believe it's fair to raise taxes on working people. Would freeze council tax next year. Yes, you heard it right. Not a penny more on your council tax. Not a penny more than the bill you paid last year.
So, 6 councils have applied to Labour to increase their council tax above the 5% max threshold. And Labour said, of course they said no, because they promised no more cuts. No, they allowed the councils to increase past the 5% threshold, even though people are already starving.
I'm sure this Labour government won't be happy until everybody is on their fucking knees with nothing, not a pot to piss in now.
Birmingham City Council, I actually hate you. I hate you. And before anyone says, yes, I've got a job, I work full-time, so does my partner. But they're raising the council tax so much that it's going to be a choice between paying the extra council tax or eating or having to move again. How can they get away with things like this? How can any council do this shit? Oh, sorry. Oh.
So I've been on the phone to the council today due to some council tax issues. I got a court summons for money that I owed. 2 direct debits got missed and I didn't realise. So they'd stopped taking money from me and the costs racks up, and then they had a court summons for me. Got up to like nearly £500. Called them today to try and sort out some money, start a direct debit, hopefully get on like a payment plan or something to try and resolve it. And it turns out I shouldn't even be paying any of that. Well, at first, they also said they thought that people were living with me, that my sister was living with me, and no one's ever lived with me. So they hadn't given me my single person's discount. And then they also hadn't given me my exemption, which I'm supposed to have because of my mental health issues. And they're sending that out now, and that will completely wipe off I won't need to pay any of the bill. They've removed the court summons, the court costs. They're sending me a new bill in 2 days with the exemption form. Once I get my doctor to sign my exemption form, I won't have to pay any of it, and I won't have to pay council tax again while I'm on these benefits for my mental health. So if anybody else is out there with PIP and ESA, get hold of your local council and get an exemption form and get your doctor to sign it, because you're actually eligible to not have to pay council tax at all with like severe disability on PIP or ESA.
Anyone else just got their council tax bill through for the next financial year? Ain't it wonderful opening it? Ain't it wonderful seeing how much they shove it up every single year? So I now have the wonderful opportunity of paying £225 a month. Can someone please tell me what the fuck for? I'd really like to know. And that is sarcasm. That is sarcasm. I know what it's for. I know what they print it out to look like it to be. I tell you, if I didn't have so many ties in this country with family, I'd be fucking gone. It's a joke. An absolute fucking joke.
Just received the new bill for my council tax for the year. Over £4,000 for the year. Over £4,000. We don't have any street lights where I live. We do all of our own maintenance in the road as well. We take care of all of the all of the bushes, all of the trees, everything that's around us, we do that. The council doesn't have anything to do with it at all. So do you know what? I'm quite classy. So instead of swigging it straight out the bottle, I thought we'd just grab a straw.
Okay, so I'm not one to rant, okay? I'm not one to rant, and obviously cost of living is going and everyone's getting like basically broke. But Richmond Council, London Borough of Richmond Council, got a council tax bill for, you know what it's going to be? I have a 2-bedroom apartment, okay, in Richmond. 2 bedrooms. It's an apartment, like, just keep that in mind. Wait till you see, wait for it. Can we see this? Can we see this? Just highlight there in the corner. Look how much the council tax is. £3,346 a year. That is, if I move myself out the way, right here, over here, £335 a month on council tax. And what does it say here? Increased by 5%, increased by 4%. And it's going to go where? Sorry? To fund core services, London Borough of Richmond. What core services? We don't even have a police station. Well, what services are you funding? It's just mental. It's absolutely mental. Like, didn't the government say something about council tax wasn't rising when, you know, they were doing the whole election thing? Sorry.
Now what in the fucking cost of living crisis is going on here? I've just had my council tax bill for the next year. And do you want to know how much my council tax bill is? £1,412.19. Now, do you know what I does, right? I do not let these councils rule me. So do you know what I does, right? I don't pay her. And then what they does then, they takes you to court. You don't have to turn up to court. This is what I've been doing for the last 3 years. They'll take it to court and then they'll set up a payment plan. And then I will ring them and say, I can pay you £50 a month. Now it's getting paid, right? I've been in debt with my council tax for the last 5 years, but it's pretty much all paid off. I think I've got about £500 maybe left to pay.
£2,152. I was having a nice chill day, and then the postman brings me council tax. Do you want to know how much my council tax bill is for the year? £2,152. What the actual fuck? I've seen people that don't pay it. I'm too scared to do that. £2,152. When I first moved in this house, it was just over £1,000. Doubled. And then they go, it's okay, you get 2 months free to not pay council tax. No, we don't, because you just made the 10 months payments higher. They're not free.
My council tax bill's just come through the post, and honestly, I don't know what I'm doing this month. Like, I'm already at such a negative balance on what I'm having to pay out, and now my council tax bill's just come in for the year, and I have to pay out £110 a month on council tax, and this is with a reduction as well, I might add. So my council tax is £1,774.10 every year. I get a reduction on that of £709.64, so that leaves me with a balance due of £1,064.46. Now, I have to pay £110 a month on my council tax, and I don't know what I'm going to do. What do you pay? Like, seriously, what do you pay for your council tax? Like, do you get a reduction? What do you pay each month? Like, for me, this is a Band B property, and it's ridiculous the amount that they can charge you when there's no support around, and the income I've got coming in versus what I'm having to pay out is not sustainable. It's not fit for purpose, and yes, I'm on universal credit, but it's not helping me get into a job. It's actually pushing me further into debt. Now, my outgoings every month, obviously bills, and I have to pay my own debts off, but then I'm still left with a negative balance. I can't afford to buy any food now.
So this morning we got our council tax bill, yeah? And do you know what? I think the council wants us to get on OnlyFans. I think they want to see me and my partner on OnlyFans. They want to see us do something strange for a piece of change. And personally, I just feel like if the council wants to see me skin out on the net, they should come to me direct. Don't go through the corners, because that bill, it's not adding up. Like, I can't lie, guys. I'm about to start monetizing this page. If you don't see that I'm doing, hello guys, come on, buy toilet roll. Like them aunties that are shouting on TikTok shop, yeah? Listen, know that it's the council tax that's done me in, because if you stay on it, I'm not understanding that bill, not one piece.
Just got this year's council tax bill, and honestly, I'm raging, and I knew I was going to be raging. We get 2 months off a year, right, where we don't have to pay council tax. We are paying council tax. It's just spread over 10 months rather than 12, right? Don't go fooling yourself. But we've had a 4.8% increase in council tax. An increase in what we have to pay, but a decrease in the services that we're going to receive, because we live in rip-off Britain. I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm not surprised. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for the council tax letters, and it's just filled us with more rage. The country is on its arse. Yeah? We pay more, we get less. We pay more, we get less. Pay more, get less. Honestly, I am so wound up. People can't afford to put food in the bellies. They can't afford to heat the house, but they have to pay more council tax.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am struggling this morning. We all know Croydon's going through difficult times. We know our council tax is going up. We saw the 4 library service closures. At the weekend, I was out talking to people about the fact that there'll be no more Croydon Run Youth Service anymore, right? But then I wake up this morning, and this is what I see on the council's intranet. I have access to it because I'm a councillor, right? Check this out. 4,000 new laptops are going to be handed out to every council officer in the building. 4,000 shiny new laptops all being delivered. I've got a council laptop. This is mine, by the way, already. I don't need a new one. It's shocking to me that we're always told there's no money, right? But there is money for shiny new laptops for council officers, 4,000 of them. There is money for consultants. There's never money for the people. It's always money for the council. And I just don't get this mess priorities.
If you pay your council tax out of your bank through like a direct debit, I suggest you check your banks. So I got into a little bit of debt with my council tax and came to a payment plan agreement with them, where for one of my bills they was taking £60 a month and for another one £25 a month, which was agreed to come out on the 19th of every month when we get paid. Woke up this morning, checked the bank, they took £187 out of my bank, so they've taken that money without my consent. I agreed to £60 for one and £25 for another. How can they take money out of your bank that you don't agree to? I have agreed to that amount, which is £85, and they've taken £187. Surely that is theft from the council. So yeah, just check your banks if you pay council tax through them. I'm going to be on the phone to them today. No doubt. Sorry about that. No doubt we won't get it back because it's the council and they can do whatever they want and they can take whoever's money they want and however much they want, apparently. Yeah, so I've got a fun day on the phone arguing the joys of the government.
I was under the impression that because I wasn't living in the house is basically a building site, there's no furniture, it's unlivable, we're having a lot of work like the plumbing, the electrics, we've had a wall knocked through. I was under the impression that I didn't have to pay council tax, or at least I would have a percentage of council tax taken off. Maybe it differs between different councils, but I'm under Salford Council. Even if you're doing a full renovation, even if the house isn't livable, you still have to pay full council tax, and that something ridiculous, like maybe I've read it wrong, but something saying if you have a house and you haven't lived there in over a year, you have to pay double council tax. So we best hurry up and start renovating this house. I don't know if it's going to be completely done in a year. I'm hoping that we're going to be moved in by October. We're not putting a time frame on it though, we're just going to go with the flow and hope that things get done in time for Christmas at least. I think that the council tax rule does differ per council. A few people in my comments were saying that when they were renovating their house, they didn't have to pay council tax, or they got like a 50% discount taken off, so they weren't paying the full thing. But apparently no. I mean, I've sent off the application but they haven't got back to me, and they've sent me a bill of everything that I owe. I think it's £180 this month.
Look at your council tax bill, see how far it's gone up, and then ask what on earth is the point of a manifesto and someone repeatedly telling us that council tax will not be raised by a single penny.